Sue. Appeal to her love of arcades, flatter her ego, invoke the power of friendship, remind her that she was almost killed for Deco, invite her back to your place, offer her a place to stay if Deco kicks her out. Okay, I've got 4 chances here. Appeal to her love of arcades. You love arcades. You've got the pixels in your heart, Sue. I mean, look at this place. It's amazing. You have built one heck of an arcade here, so all your friends have a fun place to relax and enjoy themselves. It's not that great. A lot of the games are busted. Seriously, you think you can appeal to her love of these pieces of garbage? The only reason she has any of these is because I couldn't find space in a landfill for them. This is my cast-offs. What's the love?
Wrong.
Damn it, Dad. They're not junk. When I was a kid, I used to love going to your arcades. Bring your daughter to work day was a treat. I got to have fun and enjoy all the great games. I felt special, like I was a special kid, because my daddy ran an arcade. I felt good, like you were this amazing person to look up to. And then you started throwing them out and replacing them with these stupid slot machines and mobile game ports. Sensing that he's losing her, Deco switches tactics.
Am I not generous?
And I gave you the games you loved, you see? They are all down there instead of throwing them out. I gave you a very generous gift as my beloved daughter. It's not going to be enough just to say that she loves the game. I have to take Deco down a peg. So, he seriously gave you his garbage? Do you feel loved still like a beloved daughter? When did you stop looking up to him? Ooh. 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 You used to look up to him. When did that change, Sue? Was it just because he threw out the games, or was it something more? It's not like he was always a jerk. No, I take that back. No, I take that back. He was always a jerk. I just couldn't see it because I was a tiny little girl mystified by her arcade-owning daddy. I don't think it was any one thing. I grew up. I grew up fast and hard. Started using my skills to get myself things that he wouldn't get me. Waste of money, he said, and when he caught me with a stolen credit card, I was expecting a lecture, a punishment. A father trying to set his daughter on the right path. He encouraged me. Said nobody in this world mattered, and if I could take on something, I had to take it to rely on myself. And you know what, Dad? You're an asshole, and you taught me to be just like you. That's what changed. I couldn't look up to him anymore, and I couldn't look up to myself either. No, that's not. Chance of success is now 75%. One heck of a breakthrough. It'll help me, true, but I'm glad that she can see that for herself now. I have 3 more attempts to sway Sue. Flatter her ego. Invoke the power of friendship. Yeah. Remind her that she was almost killed for Deco. I don't really think that's gonna help. Invite her back to your arcade. Offer a place to stay if Deco kicks her out. Alright, so let me be clear about this. The reason that you won't side with me over your father is that you're worried he'll burn you, kick you out of his home, abandon you on the street. Let's put aside the question of whether holding such a threat over your head indicates a loving father or not. I mean, it doesn't, but if you needed a place to stay to avoid being homeless, I would offer you my home. Seriously?
Bad idea, friend.
I wrecked your arcade and now you offer me 3 hots and a cot? I'm generous like that. Huh. Well, she can stay with me. Hi, Clyde. If it comes to that. Oh, Clyde, seriously, I don't want to put you out. My parents like you. I like you. They'd understand your situation. Please don't feel like you have no options. You've got your friends. You've got me. Just think about it, okay? I wouldn't actually drive her from my home. That was just a figure of speech, a saying that I am her provider. I'm the reason she's able to... No, I'm pretty sure you meant what you said. You've threatened me with all the dire consequences of disobedience more times than I can count, and I'm getting sick of it. So, don't think you can hold that over my head any longer. This would be a mistake, Sue, think about more than what roof you happen to be sleeping under. I can protect you in ways you cannot provide for yourself. Beyond food and clothing and a place to stay. Legal protection. I can keep you off radars. I can make sure my enemies aren't aware that you exist. You are safe under my wing. Oh, definitely. But maybe I just don't care anymore. Maybe I'd rather flame out than put up with your shit. 99.97%! Sounds like she's starting to see through this, generosity. Good. 2 more attempts. I don't know. Is it going to help at all? I'm really not sure what this is gonna do. Flatter her ego. I'm not. I don't think that one's gonna work because she doesn't need her ego flattered. She knows she's awesome. Invoke the power of friendship. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Well, okay. Here's my thinking. So here's my thinking about this. It's like, if I do that, if I do a bad choice, is that gonna lower the odds? I don't remember. So I feel like I have to remind her that she was almost killed for Deco and invite her back to your arcade. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this one, like, I understand. I don't know. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. Like, I feel like one or both of these is bad, but I don't know which one is the problem. Whereas I feel like invoking the power of friendship is like, hey, you are a cool person. I would like to be friends with you. We talked to the little girl at the arcade. So what I want to do then is I'm going to try one of these two. I don't know which one to try, though. Reminder that she was almost killed for Deco. Yeah, I mean, I don't think, well, do I have to remind her? I mean, she was there. She remembers what happened here. I'm gonna just invite her back to the arcade. So you like Ghosts and Goblets, right? I offered you a second chance before, and it still stands. I'd welcome you and your friends returning to enjoy our games. It's not like you wanted to hurt us. If you agree to stop pushing Deco's agenda by messing, you can swing by anytime you like. I'll even comp you some tokens. Absolutely. Except, you know, the small problem of the lovely chainsaw gang waiting to finish the job and put me in the dirt. Afraid that a couple bucks in tokens won't get real far for paying for my funeral. Appreciate the offer, but honestly, if I wanted to come back, I'd come back, band or not. There's a bigger things playing than what I want, though. Okay. Done talking about this, we're done. Okay. Darn. I honestly thought that would work, but she shut me down so fast, I'd probably doubt she'd want to push me any harder. One more attempt. Let's invoke the power of friendship. There's something I've been paying close attention to as we spar back and forth like this. The ghost monsters. They're trying to be unreadable, just part of the background noise of the scene, but I can read them. Clyde especially is looking like they're holding back a lot of feelings. Sue, do you think that without Deco, you would be alone? What about them? I gesture to the three supremely buff dudes, and the nervous-looking individual accompanying them, all in their color-coordinated clothes. I think you're forgetting the ghost monsters. They're more than a gang. They're your friends. And they will support you if Deco won't. If he tries to burn you, they'll stand in front of the flames. You've got the power of friendship on your side, whereas your father doesn't have a friend in the world and needs to rely on you. What is this? The smattering of thugs and children? You think they can keep her out of jail? You think they can feed her or clothe her? Laughable. I would. Clyde. I don't care if it takes my whole allowance or I have to go to get a real job. I would help her. Clyde, this isn't... No, Sue, listen to me. I don't like speaking up, and your dad, he scares me, but Augie is right. We are your friends, and we will be here for you. Fuck yeah! Ghost monsters, ride or die! 20th century television sitcoms teach us that a group of self-chosen friends are the new family structure of America, according to many critical studies. Pinky! Pinky with the, psychology knowledge drop. So, please, don't feel you'd be alone. If you chose to side with Augie, you won't be. Clyde shifts embarrassingly, averting their eyes to the ground, shuffling their feet. It's like they really want to say something, but they can't find the courage.
Oh my gosh!
Oh, you love her, don't you, Clyde? Oh no, what am I doing? Oh no, what if this, like, all backfires, like, immensely? Yeah, she does not seem happy about this. It's so cute, you two are so cute. Oh, please don't hold back on our account. You are among friends here. Clyde looks shocked that Ashley just outed them, but eventually they shrug and smile warmly at Sue, and Sue blushes in return. Aw, heck. I love you too, I always have. Sue sweeps Clyde up in a giant bear hug and places a tender kiss on their cheek, causing the timid one to turn bright red. Aw. Oh, this brings a tear to my eye. I'm so happy for you both. Love conquers all. Oh, this is ridiculous, Sue. Friendship is irrelevant. What matters is power. And your friends have none. Do you really want to trade a powerful ally for a weaker one? As much as I hate to give in to some silly cartoon notion of friendship conquering all, well, I'm a ghost monster.
Ghost monsters for life.
Ride or die, ghost monsters for life. Sue and Clyde exchange a fist bump before Clyde steps back to join their friends. Absurd, simply absurd. Before I can get another word, Sue waves her hands, interrupting me. Okay, enough.
Man,
I'm
this
sick of all.
sucks.
I'm sick of all this talking. It's time for action. Time for decisions. You've made your case, Dad. So have you, Augie. He wants to protect me and use me. It's patently obviously at this point, but maybe the cost of turning my back on him is too high. While Augie wants me to throw it all away just because it's the right thing to do. As for me, what do I want? How do I play this? How do I play this out? Moment of truth. Did I convince Sue to abandon her father? Did we save ghosts and goblets, or was it all for nothing?
You know what?
What, so?
F you, Dad.
Excuse me.
Yeah, you heard me. Your poor f***ing excuse for a father and your so-called enemy really opened my eyes about that. Oh, don't get me wrong. You've got money and power. You could crush me like an ant, yeah? Yeah. And I don't think I care anymore. I'm tired of living in your shadow and under your thumb. I'm tired of living with you. As of today, we're done. I'm cutting unhealthy like you from my life. I think we can do business. You want to save your arcade? I've got the evidence you need to stick Daddy Dearest behind bars for the rest of his life.
Oh.
Every dirty deal I've ever helped him carry out. And believe you me, that's a lot of extremely filthy deeds.
You can't do this. I forbid it. You are my daughter, and if I go down, you're coming with me.
Really? I think I can spin this entire mess as your fault.
I'd like to see you try, you ignorant brat. You're a career criminal, incorrigible to the end. What possible proof could you offer up of your innocence?
Sue snaps her fingers and points to my phone.
Oh, Iris. Would you kindly?
Sure thing, Miss Sue. And from my speaker, a perfect audio recording of Deco's earlier self-incriminating words.
I'm the only thing standing between her and numerous jail sentences. My power, my money, my presence. But I understand and support her. I appreciate her nefarious talents and nurture them. She knows that I made her, and I can unmake her at a moment's notice.
Mm-hmm.
Golly, that sure smells like corruption of a minor and blackmail to me. And once I do my hair and pigtails and offer a jury big puppy dog eyes, oh, my mean old dad forced me into a life of crime. Well, what do you think happens next?
No, that's not possible. That's that's impossible. You said you blocked all recording devices. I said I couldn't block Iris from functioning, just blocked her from uploading her recordings anywhere. I mean, she was still listening the whole time. You can go ahead and remove that data block now, Clyde. Already done. I've also uploaded a press kit based on our Dekonami archives to 5 major newspapers, 11 websites, Sports Center, Esports Center, and HGTV. Home and Garden Television? I figured the Arcade Flippers guy might be interested. I like that show. With that said, she turns a smug, satisfied smile toward her doomed father.
Welcome to the Ides of March, Dad. You want to get me in trouble too? You feel free. At worst, I'll do a year or two in juvie. But you're gonna bleed out on the floor by the time I'm through.
Inky, Blinky. Yeah, boss. Show my father the door. Gently. Don't leave any marks, at least.
No! This is completely unacceptable. I am your father. I'm Dekonami! I am the arcade business!
Inky and Blinky easily restrain Deco by the arms, but I just can't let him go without having my 2 cents. It's a shame it had to come to this, but goodbye. Nothing personal, Mr. Nami. Just business. Hi, arcade business. I'm Dad. Game over, Deco. You lose. I feel like that's a gutsy one. Nothing personal, Mr. Nami. Just, I don't want to say it's just business because we just spent this whole time trying to befriend Sue. So I'm gonna go with this one. Yeah. I didn't ask for this war, Mr. Nami. I ended it though. You did this to yourself. Think about that when you're behind bars. I hope for you to eventually come around to understand your own errors.
My only error was not destroying Francine and her damnable funplex sooner.
Are you still here? Not for long.
I haven't lost. I can still fight this. I can still.
And the ghost monsters remove Deco from our sights. Instantly, the entire atmosphere of the place changes, as if a great weight has lifted. I couldn't be more relieved, and I relaxed into a sigh. Not gonna lie, the next days are gonna be interesting, to say the least. I think you better stay in my place. My parents won't mind at all. Yeah, I'm gonna need to hide until the heat's off. Maybe practice batting my eyelashes at a weak-willed jury full of concerned parents, too. Sue blinks in astonishment. Oh, right, Augie, you're still here. I knew you were special. Knew it from day one. If the heat ever cools off and we make amends with the lovely chainsaw, I might pop by your arcade, play some games, and not stir up any trouble.
Promise. The public will know Deco hired a gang to go after you. That should exonerate your arcade as a victim of his shady dealings. So, we square?
Thank you. Yes, we are also triangle and circle. You wronged me, but I can let it go. You're a terrible person, but whatever. Well, I mean, really, there's not a whole lot of business that we can do right now. You wronged me, but I can let it go. Yes, we are also triangle and circle. Thank you for everything. That seems to be the most... Yeah. Thank you. I know this wasn't easy for you giving up so much, and I appreciate what you've done for my arcade.
Honestly, I may still owe you for that matter.
Thanks, Sue. Ashley!
I can't believe it! You did it! You actually did it!
We did it, Ashley! You helped too! We did it! Together!
We didn't we?
Yeah!
You know, we make a pretty perfect team, you and I. Me and you.
Yes, Ashley.
And now that the evil hath been vanquished, a new calm will spread across the arcade lands. Arcades everywhere will thrive, and the people will prosper.
I don't know what these hand motions are. And we can live our happily ever after. I like that. I like that too. Oh man, my phone's almost dead. I think we're at the end of the game. Kill screen present locked. Yes. The next few days passed by in a blur. That morning, we had press crowding around the doors of the arcade before we even opened. Sue's care package of bad news that went up the wire caught their attention. Mr. Lobo, is it true that Dekonami organized a gang hit on your arcade? How do you respond to allegations that Dekonami is involved in an international counterfeit plush doll ring? What is your relationship with the ghost monsters? Have you heard of any allegations of child abuse? Have you seen Mrs. DeFalm's article talking about the incident, praising your professionalism? I gave so many interviews that day I lost my voice. Fortunately, Ashley was on hand to keep me hydrated and encourage me. Everybody loved to see a fallen family entertainment icon and made them feel self-righteous. And Dekonami was now square in the crosshairs. It didn't matter what the official police response was. A generic, we are still investigating these claims. The court of public opinion had decided. Deco's was doomed. The final crushing blow came at a press conference 3 days later.
These obvious falsehoods generated by jealous business rivals and lying children merely go to show how the powerful are routinely targeted for harassment. Furthermore, what? No! Unhand me immediately! I'm innocent in these matters! Innocent!
We know who that agent is. And we never saw him again. Seriously, after the arrest, he just kind of up and vanished. It's kind of a bit creepy. I was at least expecting a trial or something.
He told me that if I didn't commit all those crimes, he'd take away my food. I never wanted to be a hacker. I just like computers. I wanted to get a computer degree and get a normal job like anyone else.
Largely a line of hokum, but it was good to see Sue breaking away from Deco's influence all the same. Who knows, maybe Sue is ready to turn over a new leaf and